Hello students, today we will talk about scientific notations. Okay, so there is a small lecture with which you can understand that what is scientific notation and how you can express your larger values in short form. Okay, so let's see the definition. A number may be expressed as n into 10 raised to power n is known as scientific notation. Okay, you should know that there is a number. Let's take an example and learn that what is scientific notation. Okay, I am having a number that is 6023894. Okay, this is a very large number and it will be very problematic if I'll multiply this value with 48964. Okay, both the multiplication will take your time and definitely we are not sure that calculations will be correct. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply convert these values in terms of n into 10 raised to power n. Okay, now let's see what does it mean. Okay, so n is none other than that is a single non-zero digit which lies between 1 to 10. Okay, you have to arrange these values in terms of single non-zero digit. Okay, that means ki beyond decimal you should have only single digit which should be between 1 to 10. So can I write this value as 6.023894? Okay, and into rest you are having values you'll write in terms of 10 raised to power n. Okay, I'll take 10. I know that I have put my decimal over here, so the remaining numbers are 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so these 6 numbers can be expressed in terms of 10 raised to power 6. Okay, that means this value can be written as 6.023894 into 10 raised to power 6. Now let's do it simplified again. Now what you can do, you'll simply round off these values, so you can write 6.02 into 10 raised to power 6. That means you are having a short value whose multiplication will be quite easy. Okay, now let's convert this value. I know that there should be single non-zero digit which lies between 1 to 10 if I want to simplify this value. So what I'll do, I'll simply put decimal over here, so it will be 4.89624. Okay, I have put decimal over here, so 10 raised to power, how many digits remain? 1 2 3 4 5. So I'll write 10 raised to power 5. Right, now what I'll do, I'll simply round off this value. So what I'll do, I'll write 4.89. So I'll round off this value, so it will be 90 into 10 raised to power 5. Now one more thing, this value 10 raised to power 6 is an exponent having positive or negative value. It depends upon that are you writing larger value in terms of scientific notation or smaller value in terms of scientific notation. Here we are expressing large value, that means you are expressing a 7-digit value in terms of scientific notations. So definitely this value will be taken as 10 raised to power 6. That means exponent should be positive. Okay, what if I am having 0.0000892? Okay, this is a smaller value and I want to express this value in terms of scientific notation. So what will I do, I'll take simply this decimal over here, so it will be 8.92 into, I am taking this smaller value in terms of a scientific notation, so I'll shift this decimal to this place. Okay, and definitely I'll have 10 raised to power 1 2 3. I am shifting this decimal from 1 2 3 4 5. That means 5 places. Okay, so it will be 10 raised to power 5. Now let's write this value in terms of division. Okay, so I am shifting a decimal over here. That means 1 2 3 4 5. That means if I'll divide 1 2 3 4 5, okay, with this value, I'll get 8.92. That means I am dividing it with 1 2 3 4 5. That means 10 raised to power 5. So here I am having 10 raised to power 5 in denominator. So when it will goes in numerator, it will change its sign. So it will be 8.92 into 10 raised to power minus 5, right? Now there is a very simple rule. If you will shift your decimal from right to left, you'll take power in positive form. If you'll shift your decimal from left to right, you'll take your power in terms of negative value. So let's see one more example. So I'm having 80092. Okay, I want to make this value in terms of scientific notation. Okay, what I'll do now, I can imagine that I'm having decimal over here and here I'm having 00, right? So now I'm having decimal on right side. I want to move this decimal to the left side. I can take one non-zero digit over here, so it will be 8.0092. Now I am moving decimal, so 10 raised to power. Here I am moving how many digits? 1 2 3 4, so 10 raised to power 4. Okay, the value will be positive if we are moving decimal from right to left. You can write over here, if you are moving decimal from right to left, exponent will be positive. And if you are moving decimal from left to right, you can again take an example. So I am having 0.000016. Okay, I want to move this decimal from this place to this place. So it will be 1.6, and I am moving this decimal how many places? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 10 raised to power. Okay, I am moving from left to right. That means minus 1 2 3 4 5. So minus 5. Now you can write decimal move from left to right, exponent will be negative. Okay, means you are moving decimal from left side to right side. That means exponent should be negative. Okay, now here you should mention that decimal is moving from right to left. Student, this is an NCERT problem, okay, that is present on page number 26, and it is problem number 1.18. And in this problem they are saying express the following in the scientific notations. Okay, you have to express these values in term of scientific notation, and we know the basic rule that how to find the scientific notation. So let's start with the first one. Now I am having decimal over here and I want to shift this decimal to this place, because I know that in terms of scientific notations there should be one non-zero digit that should be present in the scientific notations. Okay, so I'll shift this decimal to this place. So let's see, 1 2 and 3. I have to shift this decimal up to 3 places, so it will be 4.8, and I'll express this value in terms of exponent into 10 raised to power. Now I am moving from left to right. That means I am moving this decimal to this place, so this value should be negative. Here there will be a negative sign. 1 2 3. I am moving this decimal to the to 3 places, so it will be 10 raised to power minus 3. Okay, now let's see next. Now here it is comma, it is not decimal. Okay, so I can imagine that there is a decimal. Okay, now I want to move this decimal to this place. Why? Because there should be only one non-zero digit. Okay, so now let's see, 1 2 3, 4 and 5. The value should be 2.3 into 10 raised to power. I am moving this decimal up to 5 position from right to left. That means the value should be positive. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 10 raised to power 5. Now there is one more value, 8008. That means I can imagine a decimal over here. Okay, I want to move this decimal from this place to this place. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. That means 8.008 into 10 raised to power. Now I am moving it up to 3 places from right to left. Okay, so the value will be positive. So let's write, it will be 10 raised to power 3, right? Now next one is, they have given you the decimal. So I want to move this decimal to this place. So it will be 1, 2 from right to left. So 5.000 into 10 raised to power. Decimal is moving 2 places. So 10 raised to power 2, right? Now we are having value already in terms of one single non-zero digit. So I'll write this value as it is, 6.0012. Okay students, now we are having operations of scientific notations. Okay, how we can process multiplication and division of exponential numbers. Now what is exponential number? First of all, we should know that if I'll express any of the scientific notation in terms of n into 10 raised to power, you can write n into 10 raised to power n. It is none other than, that is exponential number. Okay, a number that is expressing in terms of 10 raised to power n, that is exponential number. Okay, now how we can process multiplication and division in terms of exponential number? Okay, there is a very basic rule that if you are having, so you can write that if you are having exponential number with powers, how you can multiply it or divide it. So what I'll do, I'll simply take powers separately, 5.6 into 6.9. okay, and here 10 raised to power 5 into 10 raised to power 8. If I am having powers, there is a very simple rule that powers are always added in multiplication and subtract in division. Okay, so there is power 10 raised to power 5 and 10 raised to power 8. So what I'll do, I'll simply multiply 5.6 into 6.9 and add these powers in each other. So 5 plus 8, right? Now 5.6 into 6.9 is 38.64 and into 10 raised to power 5 plus 8, that means 13. Okay, now there is a very basic rule that we should know that in terms of exponential number, we can take only one non-zero digits beyond decimal. Okay, so it will be 3.8 into 10 raised to power 1. Okay, I am shifting this decimal from right side to left side, so it will be 10 raised to power 1. Okay, you can write rest value 3.86 into 10 raised to power 1 into 10 raised to power 13. Now I know that if I am having powers in multiplication, I'll simply add this power. So it will be 3.86 into 10 raised to power 1 plus 13. That means 3.86 into 10 raised to power 14. This is your final answer in terms of multiplication. Okay. These problems are present on page number 12 of NCERT, so you can check these problems and solve it by yourself. Okay, now let's see the next one. We are having 9.8 into 10 raised to power minus 2 into 2.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay, first of all, what I'll do, I'll simply take these digits separately. So 9.8 into 2.5. okay, I have separate these values, and rest I'll have exponential values. 10 raised to power minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay, now I am having powers in multiplication, so what I'll do, I'll simply add these powers. So I can write 9.8 into 2.5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 minus 6. Okay, I am adding these powers, so I'll not change any of the sign. Now 9.8 into 2.5, that means 24.50. Okay, 10 raised to power minus 2 minus 6, that means these the sign is same, so I'll add these powers, so it will be minus 8. Now I know that I should have only one digit beyond the decimal. Okay, so it will be 2.450. I know that if I am moving this decimal from this place to this place, right to left, I'll take the value in terms of positive term. Okay, now into 10 raised to power 1, okay, into 10 raised to power minus 8. Now the powers are in multiplication, so simply I'll add these powers. So 2.450 into 10 raised to power 1 minus 8. Now both the terms are having different signs, so simply I'll subtract these values. Okay, so 2.450 into 10 raised to power minus 7 is your final answer, right? Now the next problem is in division. Okay, I am having a value that is in division, so what I'll do, I'll simply separate these values. So 2.7 divided by 5.5 into, I told you that if I am having powers in terms of multiplication, simply I'll add them, and if I am having powers in division, I'll simply subtract them. So let's take the power 10 raised to power minus 3, okay, minus now 4. Right now there is minus 3 and it will be minus 4. So 2.7 divided by 5.5 into 10 raised to power minus 7, right? 2.7 divided by 5.5 is none other than, that is 0.4909, okay, into 10 raised to power minus 7. Now there is a basic rule of scientific notations, there should be one non-zero digit beyond the decimal. Okay, I'll simply shift this decimal to this place. Okay, it will be 4.909 into, I am moving decimal from left side to right side, so it will be 10 raised to power minus 1 into 10 raised to power minus 7. Now these both powers are in multiplication, so I'll simply add them. So it will be 4.909 into 10 raised to power minus 8. 1 plus 7, 8, and I'm having sign of minus, so I'll take this value in terms of minus. So this is your final answer. Now there is one more thing. If I am having any value in denominator, okay, if I'll shift this value to numerator, it will turn into opposite sign. That means if I'll have, so let's write over here, if I'm having 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 4, it means if I'll shift this value from denominator to numerator, it will change its sign. So 10 raised to power minus 3, it will be 10 raised to power minus 4. Okay, if I'll take this value as 10 raised to power minus 4, and if I'll take this value in numerator, it will be plus 4. Okay, this is a very basic rule that you should remember. Now we will discuss about addition and subtraction of exponential number. Okay, these two operations is solved in different ways. Okay, now I'm having one value in terms of plus sign and second value in terms of negative sign. Okay, how I can add or subtract exponential numbers? Okay, first of all, let's see. So again, what I'll do in exponential numbers, while we are adding or subtracting any number, first of all we should take the powers common. Okay, I have to take this power common so that I can subtract or add these values. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'm having the same power on both sides. In between I'm having the sign of addition. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll consider this value as A and this value as B. Okay, I'm having 10 raised to power 4 in A as well as 10 raised to power 4 in B. So what I'll do, I'll take 10 raised to power 4 common from these two values. So what it will be, 6.65, okay, plus 0.895. Here I have separated these values into, I have taken this value as common into 10 raised to power 4. Now what you can do, you can simply add these values. So I know that here I am having 2-digit values right side of the decimal, and here I am having 3-digit values. Okay, first of all I should make this value as 3-digit value. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll simply add 1 0 over here. Okay, now I can simply solve this value. So if I'll add 6.650 in 0.895, I'll get the answer 7.545 into 10 raised to power 4. Okay, this is my final answer. Now I'm having second doubt. Okay, here I am having different powers. Okay, here I am having 10 raised to power minus 2, and here I am having 10 raised to power minus 3. First of all, I have to make both the powers similar, okay, or you can say same power, so that I can take these powers common. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll simply divide these values with the lowest exponential number. Okay, here I am having 10 raised to power 2 as lowest exponential number. So what I'll do, I'll simply divide this power with 10 raised to power minus 2 as well as this power with 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, let's solve this. So if I'll divide both the terms with 10 raised to power minus 2, here I am having 10 raised to power minus 2, and multiply these values also with 10 raised to power minus 2. So 4.8 into 10 raised to power minus 2 divided by 10 raised to power minus 2, as well as I am multiplying this value with 10 raised to power minus 2. Simply what I have done, I have multiply and divide both the values with 10 raised to power minus 2. What will happen, here I am having 10 raised to power minus 2 both sides. So what I have done, I have taken it common. Okay, and here 10 raised to power minus 2 is in denominator of both the exponential term. Okay, can I cancel this? It is cancelled. So I am having 2.5 minus 4. Now here I am having 10 raised to power minus 3. Okay, 4.8 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Here I am having 10 raised to power minus 2. If this denominator 10 raised to power minus 2 goes in numerator, it will turn its sign. So it will be 10 raised to power 2. Okay, so let's write 4.8 into 10 raised to power minus 3. It has changed its sign, so it will be plus 2, right? And rest we are having into 10 raised to power minus 2, right? So 10 raised to power minus 3 plus 2, that means now I have to subtract these values, so it will be 10 raised to power minus 1. So 2.5 minus 4.8 into 10 raised to power minus 1. Okay, I know that if I am having a value in terms of 10 raised to power minus 1, that means it is 1 by 10. 4.8 divided by 10, that means I am having 0.48. So this value will be 2.5 minus 0.48. Okay, now simply cancel these values. So you'll have 2.5 minus 0.48, it will be 2.02 into 10 raised to power minus 2. That is your final answer. Okay, now let's see one more. Now in this term, what we have to do, first of all we have to take common from these powers. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll simply divide and multiply these powers with 10 raised to power 3, because 10 raised to power 3 is the lowest one. So 10 raised to power 3 will multiply this whole term with 10 raised to power 3 and divide these powers with 10 raised to power 3. Okay, so let's write 4.9 into 10 raised to power 4 divided by 10 raised to power 3. Okay, this is one term, and second one 3.3 into 10 raised to power 3 divided by 10 raised to power 3, and this whole value is multiplied with 10 raised to power 3, right? Now this value is cancelled, obviously we know it very well. Now 4.9, here first of all we should solve the power. So 10 raised to power 4, here this power is in division, so when I'll take this power in numerator, so what will happen, it will simply change its sign. So it will be 4.9 into 10 raised to power 4 minus 3, right, plus 3.3, I am not having in power over here, so as it is, into 10 raised to power 3, right? So 4 minus 3, that means 1, so 4.9 into 10 raised to power 1. This is my one term, and the next term is 3.3, right, into 10 raised to power 3. Now 10 raised to power 1 means 10, so 4.9 into 10, okay, plus 3.3 into 10 raised to power 3. Now it is 49 plus 3.3 into 10 raised to power 3. Now let's add these values. I am having decimal, so can I imagine one decimal over here, so 0.0, so 0 plus 3, that means 3, 49 plus 3, that means 52 into 10 raised to power 3. Now according to the scientific notations, I know that there should be only one non-zero digit beyond decimal, okay. So what I'll do, I'll simply 5.23 into, now I am shifting values from right side to left side, that means the power must be positive, okay. Now I am shifting one place, so into 1 into 10 raised to power 3, right. Now these both powers are in multiplication, so 1 plus 3, that means 4, so 5.23 into 10 raised to power 4 is your final answer.